Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to STASIS, the horror sci-fi adventure game, where we star as John Maracheck, who's stranded on Neptune, and he's trying to find his family in this ship that's crash landed. So let's go ahead and go through this doorway up here. So far in the last episode, Tia has told us that if we can upload our DNA into the ship, she can perform a scan and find out where our family are potentially. So let's have a look around. The dead security guard seems to have died while sitting in this cushioned recliner. It tilts back at an angle that will hold the body for a long time. Okay. Let's read this. Now, if you don't want to read this, guys, just skip ahead a few minutes, but I'm going to need to read it all so I can follow the story. September 23rd. This new guy, Anderson, is really something. 5 minutes in the door and he's already asking what all the computers do. I like it. He's inquisitive, just like my boy back home. I'm glad he got put here in the shift change, but I'm disappointed that neither of these two are ladies. I could use some female company. Fair play, Ivan. Okay, maybe Anderson is a little more confused than inquisitive, but his heart is in the right place. I can respect that. But Sarge? How in hell did the boy get Sarge from Serato? Paul is just plain obnoxious. Food's not coming for a while. Fortunately, somebody's been making moonshine. Moonshine. Illegal booze. It's not the White Oak whiskey from back home, but you don't come across much liquor in space. Looks like I'll be moderating the supply, so to speak. Yeah, I know what you mean. Hodgson just tried to arrest someone. Prick. Rations are in. Good thing, too. The liquor wasn't keeping the crew at bay like it used to. This entire ship smells like shit. It's always been bad, but it gets worse every day. It's even a different type of shit every once in a while. Beyond me. Groomlake is on lockdown. Tremors, power outages, and several injured. That's Groomlake is the ship we're in, by the way, guys. Some guys left 3 days ago to repair a tram station. Haven't heard from them since. I can only fear the worst, and I don't want to wait to figure out what's been going on around here. Paul and I have agreed on a solution, but Anderson isn't grasping it. I don't expect him to. I knew Anderson would have trouble coping. I knew he wouldn't understand. At least he went easier than we will. Ooh, that speaks of terrible things that might happen in the future. Nice. He saw so much in his short life. There just wasn't room for more. He'll never have a funeral. Nobody back home is going to think of him and wonder what happened. I think Paul and I are the only people on this ship who knew him by name. Maybe that Samantha girl he was talking about still remembers him. Her dog could be named after him. Or maybe he picked her a flower and she tucked it into a book. I never did read much. But right now, I'd love to be holding a book. Poe wouldn't work. He's the only author I know by name. Edgar Allan Poe, great author. I haven't talked to Paul. He thinks I'm drinking, but I'm too preoccupied with Anderson for that. I figure I'm writing this for a reason. What if nobody ever reads it? What if this ship just drifts to the edge of the universe, dead and empty? If you exist, if you somehow stumble upon this, remember Anderson for me. He reminds me so much of how my son used to be. If you don't do it, nobody will. I don't beg. I never beg. But if you're a decent human, you'll know why you have to. Remember Anderson. Barely awake. Typing isn't effort. Moonshine is not water. Hodgson had last word. He's so drunk. Lol. Alright. So that's kind of interesting. Tells me a bit more about the history of this place. Now we've got a computer terminal here. What do we make of this? Security terminal. Crew quarters security logs. Ooh. Okay, again, more reading, guys. If you don't want to follow along, just skip further forward. November the 2nd. Alcohol is being manufactured and distributed aboard the Groomlake. Security has opted to take an approach of non-intervention, as its effect on morale will likely prevent theft and potential riots associated with the limited rations. However, security will regularly confiscate quantities of alcohol to moderate the supply. November 22nd. Rations have arrived and been distributed. Very few reported or evidential cases of theft. That's a good thing, right? This can likely be attributed to the moral increase speculated as a result of the distribution of alcohol. Okay, December 6th, another couple of weeks. So he's recording these sort of every couple of weeks, except for this one. December 6th, specimen Samantha received. For transport to Laboratory 18. This specimen from the cloning vats is contained in an iron lung. Transport needs to be arranged quickly. Specimen is scraping against the inside of the containment unit. Yeah, we learned about Samantha a little bit ago, and she sounds like a weird alien human hybrid thing. Alright, December 19th. Tremors have struck the Groomlake. Power outages and severe injuries have been reported. Lockdown is in effect. So tremors caused the Groomlake to crash and have power outages. Back. December 25th, Christmas Day! Let's see what happens. 4 crew members have been reported missing while attempting to restore a tram station to working order. To prevent further loss or injury, the corridor has been sealed and flooded with highly corrosive gas. Uh-oh. Where's the highly corrosive gas? We didn't experience that. Atmosphere control access. Ooh. Activate motion detector. Let's click that. What does that do? Ooh. Get some flashing lights on. Do we need to do anything with that or what?
I'll need to figure something out here.
Yes, you will, sir. What do we need to figure out? Does the dead security guard have anything on him? Let's check this one.
Cut his wrists.
Uh-oh, he's got a whole nother load of writing. Alright, as before, guys, just skip ahead if you don't want to read it. But don't miss out. This is getting good. The story's really increasing in its interestingness. September 23rd. This whole shift change thing is kind of strange. Putting Ronald in security when he's obviously not equipped strikes me as irresponsible. Oh well, I'm sure I can compensate. A notice went out telling us to follow the new security guidelines this evening. I wonder what happened. It's only a few extra doors to lock, as far as I'm concerned. Easy enough. Food supplies are stalled and people are getting nervous. Someone's been distilling alcohol despite the fact that express authorization is required to even possess it. Ivan was describing the concept of moonshine to Ronald, and the guy asked how moonshine could exist if we're in a spaceship so far away from the moon. I swear to God, if aliens board the ship and pick us off one by one or something, I want to see Ronald go first. I really want to do something about this alcohol situation. It's my duty to ensure that the Groomlake's crew is secure, and that important research isn't interfered with. At least I'd like to believe so. These clowns don't share the sentiment. The arse end of the ship just started exploding and jolted everything that wasn't bolted down. There's a goddamn pen stuck in the wall next to me. I can only imagine all the people injured right now, but can't leave on account of the lockdown. Lockdown or not, Station B is fucked, so getting to the medical isn't happening. Someone suggested that we could use the specimen transport track, but that's shady as all hell. So there's a couple of clues here. Maybe that pen in the wall we can use, but let's go click next. There's no leaving the security center now. Staring at Ronald's lifeless body is a fucking superior alternative to being ripped apart by whatever's outside. I hear screams. They're distant and muffled. Silence. 24 hours of silence. Not a scream, not a footstep. Still not a word from Ivan. The guy looked away from the atmosphere control room just before Ronald pulled the plug. I got bored and read Ronald's file. He had a lot of stuff running really deep. Maybe he wasn't ignorant after all. That's it for the water. Ivan refused to drink anything but moonshine. I tried my best to get him to have water. Stubborn bastard wouldn't hear it. He hasn't moved in a while. I think moonshine probably came at the right time then, if there's all this weird activity going on. And aliens and strange stuff everywhere, you know? Doesn't look like I can get any pen that they were talking about, so I'm guessing I can't go over there because of the motion detector and the door's locked. So let's head back out here and go into the crew commons, which Tia was suggesting. There's something interesting in here, perhaps something that can scan our blood.
Once we know where Becca is, how can I get to her?
There is another tram through the crew quarters. Once we know where you're going, we'll move forward from there.
More trams.
Yeah, more trams. Probably broken trams as well. Alright, what have we got here?
God forgive us.
A long landscape of a serene mountainscape, intended to provide a sense of calm and perspective. Oh, the door's ramming into that body. Oh god. A body lies slumped against the entrance bulkhead, with its head hanging forward. It's almost possible to imagine him having a nap during a long shift.
Wish I could do something. Something more.
Another load of reading guide. Guys, Dr. Rick Graham, September 27th. I'm getting sick of this bumps and scrapes bullshit. I didn't get this degree just so that I could stitch idiots up when they accidentally stab themselves with a pen. I want to do fun experiments. Is that too much to ask? It's not like I want to be a mad scientist and sew new arms onto people or anything, although human spiders would be cool. Oh god, reminds me of Homer Simpson in the Simpsons movie. Spider Pig, does whatever a spider pig does. Anyway, December 7th. It's a miracle. Security somehow ended up passing a container from one of the cloning vats onto me. It's labeled Samantha. Oh, not her again. They understand it's to be transferred to Lab 18, right? Oh well, no reason I can't observe it for a while, right? I'll have my loyal assistant, Miriam, make up some good excuses for me. December 8th. This creature is marvelous. The notes included don't say much, but I'm pretty sure that she didn't have a fully formed spine when they packaged this girl up. It describes her as being just a tail. There are some other bones as well, but I didn't major in monster anatomy. I wish I had, though. You can't make this shit up. December 10th, 2 days later. This fucker grew eyes. I mean it. She did not have these the last time I checked. They're rudimentary, sure, but they just grew. They follow me around. At this point, I'm going to take credit for Samantha entirely. I mean, they can't prove that there was anything more than some stem cells in that container the last they saw it, right? From now on, Samantha is mine. I can't wait to see what she turns into. Lab 18 is definitely getting suspicious and impatient. I'm running out of excuses for why I haven't transferred Samantha yet. I need Miriam to stall a bit longer. I read her PDA, so I know she wants to turn me in. She wants my job. Fortunately, I have video of her screwing the guys from the lab. All of them. So there's my job security. Blackmail. Ah, blackmail. December 19th. This just got serious. The tremors knocked me over the counter, and I twisted a muscle in my knee. It's going to be a long lockdown spent bandaging people up without any access to the full medical wing. Next, December 21st. Samantha isn't mine anymore. Some other poor fool can take responsibility for this one. Why? What has she turned into? December 29th. I heard shrill screams coming from the entertainment area. The first and last time I performed surgery, the patient woke up and started screaming her head off. Something about seeing your own exposed ribs really bothers people. Yeah, wonder why. Anyway, these screams were like that, only more intense. They're the screams of the dying. I've locked the emergency bulkhead. No sign of Miriam. Ooh. Now, is there anything I can pick up around here? Dead body, frosted glass door.
There's another door here. I don't see an access panel.
No.
Must be the secondary containment. Give me some time, and I'll see what I can do.
Good job, Tia. Alright, let's head through here and get ready for any scares that might appear. Please don't be any scares. I get scared as it is. Just listening to the sounds of this game's freaky. Ooh, an iron lung. Uh-oh, an iron lung. That's what Samantha was in, isn't it? The cylindrical hyperbaric chamber is welded shut, creating a metal tomb for anyone inside. DNA scanner. Let's have a look inside the viewing portal. Don't get too close. Oh, God. I'm not sure what I was expecting. Oh, God. Let's read this. Miriam Goldberg. The secretary. December the 7th. Dr. Graham is up to no good. This weird pod accidentally arrived at our medical bay. It holds the most terrifying creature I've ever seen in my life. And he says it's beautiful? He wants me to find excuses for why it isn't being transferred to Lab 18. Good thing the guys there like me. No wonder they like you. You slept with all of them. I'll help him keep it a secret for now, although I might get his job if I could get him kicked off the Groomlake. I'll keep an eye on what he's up to. Next. Interesting. This thing is growing all sorts of body parts at ungodly rates. The notes say it was just a tail and some flesh at some point, but I don't even see the tail anymore. What kind of fucked up experiments are we doing? Yeah, really. Fuck. I'm locked out of the medical bay, and Dr. Graham has locked himself in there with that thing. We need to help these injured people. Insufferable prick. They want to use the specimen transport track to get the injured crew members to the medical wing. Even if the ship wasn't falling apart, that's a terrible idea. Next. It's funny to see everyone frantically typing away on their PDAs. Who's gonna read it? The surface of whatever planet's gravitational pull the lifeless Groomlake gets sucked into doesn't care about your damn feelings. Alright, exit. What else have we got in here? Blood on the walls, frosted glass window. Congealed blood runs down the frosted glass wall. DNA scanner. Aha! I know what to do here. We can use our empty hypodermic syringe, take a blood sample and put it in that machine. Okay, so let's click on that. DNA scanner. This device appears to analyze the DNA of samples placed on its receiving tray.
I can't see it working like that.
Okay, so it's not going to work like that. Let's click on it then.
I think this is it.
Excellent. You need to get your blood sample onto the receiving tray, and I'll do the rest.
Okay, thank you, Tia, but how do I get my blood sample onto there? Just click it like this. Oh, now it works. Okay, cool. So this brings us one step closer, hopefully, to finding people who are related to me, like my family.
Okay, it's working.
Okay, it's working.
Receiving the genetic info. This is good, John. This is excellent.
I like that little centrifuge that pops out. That's pretty cool. Uh-oh.
Wait. I can hear something.
What is that? Did you see that, guys? Something appeared behind this frosted glass window. Iron lung.
Sure.
Oh, shit. Oh, my God. There's like some beast in there. Whew. What the heck was that? Yeah, take some breaths, dude. My heart's hammering like a jackhammer. Whew.
What the hell? What's that?
I only picked up a flash from the scanner. A crew member.
No, it wasn't a crew member.
That wasn't a crew.
Hey, stop copying my lines.
That wasn't even a person. It was an animal.
Whoa.
The upload finished. I'm going to start the scan now.
Tia, what's going on here?
I've heard things, but I don't know any specifics. You have to believe me.
Maybe it was one of those fucking things that ate Yuri.
Crow plants. I don't care for Milan's pets.
Just let me know when the scan's finished.
Secondary containment is now accessible. Head through to the other tram station.
Wow. That was cool, guys. Alright, I'm gonna leave the episode there. Leave you in suspense for the next one. Hopefully we won't see that creature anymore. That was pretty cool. Let me know what you think it was. Wow, I think it might be Samantha, personally. But, yeah, I'd be interested in your thoughts. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe my videos. And follow me on Twitter, @RednickEinstein. Let's look forward to the next episode. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.